Okay, on to pencils. Just love all the colors. This was my first set of pencils ever. It was the Spectrum Noir, and I think it comes in 5 sets, and I had purchased 4. And then my second set, I wanted to try oil-based pencils because I heard there was a big difference between the wax-based pencils and the oil-based pencils. So I bought this medium-priced Magic Fly colored pencils and gave those a try. Now when you open these up, and they're gonna come like this. Another thing is I don't like trying to dig my hand in here. So when I get pencils, I take them out, and the first thing you're gonna wanna do is sharpen them. They're all gonna come really short, and there's usually a coating on there. So make sure you sharpen your pencil first before you start using them. And like here's Prismacolor that I haven't sharpened yet. You can see there's a little tiny nub on there. So sharpen your pencils first. And then what is recommended and what I had done was to make a color sheet of what colors you have. So when I first started out, I made my own. So like here's for the Spectrum, I made a grid and then I put the color in. And there are so many different ways you can do this. You can, you know, go make a gradient from light to dark, light to dark. There are some YouTube creators out there that have done a wonderful job making up pre-made swatch sheets and give you tips on how to do your swatch charts. But what I did is I made my own grid and put my colors in, and then on one side I burnished with the pencil, the burnishing pencil or the blender pencil, and the other side I used Gamsol, which is a liquid blender or mineral spirit that'll blend your color together too. And we'll be using that technique along in the future. It's pretty neat how it blends the color together, and it doesn't take as long, and you don't have to hurt your hand trying to blend. So, but that's what I did for that. And then I also did the same thing for my Magic Fly pencils. And here you can see the difference between the blending pencil and the Gamsol. And you can see a big difference. It really brightened up the color with the Gamsol than if you just used a blender pencil. Well, I found this process quite boring. Yeah, it was tedious. I prefer to color, so the next thing I did was go out and look for pre-made color sheets. And I found these, but still too tedious. So now I use these for my color sheets for each page, similar to what I did for our first color page, the apples in a basket. Now if you want to see how I did this, you can go onto my Patreon page. This is a little behind the scenes bonus for them. I showed them how I set it all up and did the colors and some other explanations. So if you want to see that, go over to my Patreon page. The link is in the description box below. So then I got a set of Derwent Pro Color pencils that I bought when I bought a grayscale kit from the Colored Pencil magazine. I bought it to go along with the kit. And if you're interested in doing something like that with me, let me know. Hit that like button, put in a comment that you'd like to see me do the grayscale on camera, and we can do that together. But what I did for that is I found these, and I'm trying to remember exactly where I found these on the internet. If I find it, I will put a link in the description box below, so you can use these too if you're interested. But I used these for the Derwent, and what I did was, I don't know if you can see this, I put each color and I did kind of like a circle gradient where it's lighter in the middle and then darker on the outside to make it look like a 3D ball, and then put the names of the pencils in, and on the side is the name of the pencil set. So I did that, and I put the pencils in color order here. Then we went to blue and green, and then into our browns and grays. And then I found a little hole punch. I had a bunch of these little rings sitting around. So I put it on a ring, and then I'll show you how I store this. I bought this cute little case off of Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Prime junkie. I don't deny it. I think the mailman and the Amazon delivery guy know me by name now. But I bought this cute little case, and you open it up and you get all these little slots. So when I put the pencils in color order, that's how I'm going to store it, and that's how I have my sheet set out. So it goes in order of each color, and then what I can do is, let's make sure we get over here so it doesn't get crinkled. I just stick it in here, so I always have my color sheet with my pencils. And that's what I'm gonna do going forward as I get new colored pencil sets. Previously, I used those big sheets that I showed you that bored me to tears, and put my pencils in a different case. I'll show you that case. This is that case, and here's that case. These are all my Magic Fly pencils, and they're all in order. So if you go across this way, that way I know where each pencil is. Then we come across, oops, excuse me, come across this way. So these are all in order. First I put them in colored groups, and I go from lightest to darkest, and it's the same here on the sheet, and that way I can find them pretty easy. I want to use this blood orange. I know it's going to be by the pumpkin and the orange, so I can just look in here, and there's the pumpkin, there's the orange, and there's the blood orange. So it makes it easy to find these. But yeah, here are my Magic Fly pencils. I got some little extra freebies that I had gotten, my blender pencils, and then we go into my Spectrum Noir pencil set, and you can see I have some empty spots because I was doing that coloring page in that flower book. So what I can do is look for the grass, and it's like right here, so I can go right back here, and there's that empty spot. The blue, this blue is Reef Blue, and it's the second blue in there. So there's Duck Egg, there's the second blue. That way you can keep track, and you can't find your pencil when you need it right away. Looks like Peach. Where does Peach go? It goes by Rose. Let's see. That's Petal. Yep, it goes right in here. There's the Peach and the Petal. Okay, and that's how I keep everything organized. In here, I think I told you about my cheap watercolor pencils that I got. And I don't think I have the little pastel set in here yet. And I don't know if there's room. Yeah, this one's pretty full. So I think I'm going to be using this one in the future, and when this is full, I'll get another similar to this, because I really like how the pencils sit this way. There's different compartments. It's not one whole big compartment. You've got 1, 2, I think there's 4 compartments, and you can keep your colors a little more separated. Yeah, there's one. Oh, and I think there's one more. This is pretty cool. I didn't have a chance to play with this yet, really. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different compartments. So yeah, I'll continue to buy these. I like these a lot better than this. It does the job, but it's gotten so big, and all your pencils go right in here. And there's only so many you can add to your clip. The nice thing about this one though is, let's say you want to take all your Magic Fly. You can take this one sheet out and take it with you instead of taking the whole bag. Both of these will be listed in the description box below in case you're interested. This one isn't horrible, it's just I like the other one better. That's all my pencils. Okay, I'm gonna need your help now. I have all these Prismacolors from the Grisaille kits I ordered, and these other tins I've ordered. I have so many Prismacolors laying around, and I have not swatched them out. So join me next week when I go through and gather all these Prismacolor pencils. We'll sort them out, see if I have any doubles, and swatch them. So thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next week when we swatch out these Prismacolor pencils. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you have ready access to all my videos. Thanks again, and hang in there and have some fun.